Okay, so in 2-2, it's just more of the same, except we're working these things backwards. So 2-1, we said, if the lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent, and so forth. So here we're saying if alternate interior angles are congruent, then we know that the lines are parallel. So if we look at this problem here, it says Juan looks at this to see if line L is parallel to line M. Is there enough information to say that the lines are parallel? Well, I know that angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. Those would be corresponding angles, right? And they are congruent. I also see that alternate interior angles are congruent. So there is enough information to say that these two lines are parallel. Here we have, and it's called converse, it's moving it backwards. So if two lines and a transversal form corresponding angles that are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Alternate, and so all these are the same. Here we have same side interior and alternate exterior. Now let's look at this problem. And I know this problem is hard to see, so I'm going to draw it over here. And it says, how do we know that the sidewalks, the edges of the sidewalk are parallel? Well, let's draw it. So this is the sidewalk. And this is 53, and this is 53. Those are alternate exterior angles, and they are congruent. And so, yes, the lines are parallel. Then it says, what about angle 1? What is the measure of angle 1? Well, there is 2. Angle 1 is right here. I'm going to do it in pink. There's angle 1. What is angle 1? Well, 180 minus 53 gives me, what, 127? And then it says, what should, and we can do this one in blue, what should angle 2? Angle 2's here. Well, that's another parallel line, right? Whoops. There. And those would be same side interior angles. And same side interior angles need to equal 180 degrees. So that one should also be 127. On the page, we have theorem, same things. Actually, this one's a little different. If two lines are parallel to the same line, they're parallel to each other. And theorem 2.9, if two lines are perpendicular to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. And this one I'm going to do in class, but only because it's hard to see. I think it'd be easier if we just talk about that one in class. Okay, so if corresponding angles, and let's make that angle 1, 2, let's label these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So corresponding angles would be like angle 1 and angle 5, right? And they need to be congruent. Then the lines are parallel. If alternate interior angles, so maybe angle 3 and angle 4, they need to be congruent, and then the lines are parallel. Alternate exterior angles might be, alternate exterior would be maybe angle 1 and angle 7. And they also need to be congruent, don't they? And then same side interior might be angle 3 and angle 6. And they need to be supplementary. And that is it. And we will look at the rest tomorrow.